game number 1. Let's hop in. Damn. Oh, this is going to be so good. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Gresvan, we have the red Zerg player for the Shopify Rebellion, Scarlett. And our opponent in the lower right-hand corner, the blue Terran. Unfortunately, not any longer representing Psystorm Gaming. Currently teamless, I believe. It is GuMiho. Still in the Psystorm clan, though, because there's a lot of love there. You know, there's not going to be a lot of love, though, between these two players. As GuMiho goes for a proxy 2 racks, 3 racks. Oh, no, GuMiho, you mad lad. All right. The proxy 3 racks is coming. Scarlett not likely to scout this, at least for a while. This Overlord might eventually head over here, but we see it's going to be a minute before that happens. Now, that scout would be really nice, though. So we'll see if Scarlett ends up going there. Spawning pool going down, but it is a hatch first. So a lot of potential here for GuMiho. It looks like Scarlett's just going to chill here. The nice thing about this Overlord position is that it will spot these Marines as they come in quite early. And I believe the Overlord can get to one of these pillars pretty quickly from this spot. So the Marines, like the first Marine, won't be able to kill it. But Scarlett will get an earlier scout than if it had just stayed out here. However, first bunker is going down. 1 drone coming down. There's the rest of the drones. Okay. A lot of drones coming down here. I'm a little surprised GuMiho is actually focusing on that Overlord right now. Spine Crawler immediately. Certainly an interesting choice. Triple Marine production. Scarlett maybe now realizing what she's up against because the 3 Marines are here very quickly. SCV goes down. The second SCV is going to go down, but remember, there's a 3rd SCV here for GuMiho that he could send right onto this bunker, which is a nearly done bunker. And this is a lot of Marines. Scarlett has already lost a couple of drones. Oh, drones and Ling's going to body block the Marines away from the bunker, but the bunker finishes. Oh, man, and the SCV even lives, which will mean some repair is possible here. Now, the bunker, oh, it's not in range of the hatchery. That's actually a bit of a problem for GuMiho. He's going to try to dive and get that queen, but he will not be able to get her. Spinecrawler has taken a bit of damage, but still has a good amount of health. This one super low SCV is maybe a bit of a problem. I don't know why GuMiho is emptying and filling the bunker. Transfuse is going to help the Spinecrawler quite a bit. It does 1 batch of healing, and then it heals over time. So as we see, oh my god, this micro is insane. Look at the Spinecrawler desperately try to hit a Marine, but it just can't do it. But with the second transfuse, the Spinecrawler is about to be back up to full hit points. That's a problem for GuMiho. 1 SCV doesn't actually out-repair the Spinecrawler. And a second Spinecrawler moves into position. I don't think there's enough Marines here to take these down. This is taking too long. There's going to be another transfuse eventually. We see GuMiho just salvage the bunker. He's got a few very low hit point Marines that if Scarlett is paying attention, these queens can focus down when the Marines come back in. I'd love to see this Marine shuffle to the back, but GuMiho doesn't seem to worry about it too much. He's going to try to move around the side. The Spinecrawler is not in position to deal with this. Overlord gets popped. This base is definitely going to be in some trouble right now. Queens move forward and then back up into the Spinecrawler range, but they have to be careful because every time GuMiho pushes forward to try to kill one of these, they take a little bit of damage. Broodlings come out. Scarlett is just forced to tap out as GuMiho has a base coming up back at home. In fact, there were 2 command centers in production at the end of that game, and the 3 racks does it in game number 1 for GuMiho. I feel like that is not something I see GuMiho do very often. The proxy 3 racks is kind of a wild move for GuMiho, but that's one of my favorite things about GuMiho is I have this image in my mind of how he likes to play, and he just proves it wrong like 70% of the time. For some reason, even though it's been like 12 years that's been happening, I still he doesn't have like one play style. he's kind of like a jack of all trades in some ways, where I don't feel like he has like one thing he's mastered, but because he has so many possibilities, it makes him incredibly difficult to play against. And I think Scarlett treated that like a proxy 2-racks. And the differences between a 2-racks and a 3-racks are pretty significant. And you do need to treat them differently. But let's get into game number 2, or hopefully we don't see any early cheesy proxies. And instead, a nice long macro game. We're here in Royal Blood. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner is the Red Zerg for the Shopify Rebellion, Scarlett. And our opponent in the lower left, the Blue Terran, the Towel Terran. It's GuMiho. Oh, you know what that made me really want to do? I want to get like a custom towel that says like StarCraft on it or something. I don't know. Some sort of cool little hand towel. And then I want GuMiho sign it next time I go to an event that GuMiho's at. I think that would be a really cool thing to do. I actually had this thought like, not a while ago, but like, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. Randomly, I was thinking about it. And I had the thought like, Psystorm should get like a custom hand towel and have GuMiho sign like 20 of them or something and send them out to people who are like big supporters of Psystorm. And I think Psystorm has a Patreon. I don't know, I had that thought and I was like, oh, that'd be cool. But I couldn't find anywhere that did custom hand towels. You can find like custom beach towels and stuff, but couldn't find anywhere that did custom hand towels. I didn't look like super hard, but I looked at the basic places. I didn't find them. I was kind of disappointed because I feel like that's a really cool concept. I feel like GuMiho could actually make bank if he did that. If he did that himself and made like GuMiho merch and it was a hand towel and he like sold a few signed ones for more money, I'd buy a GuMiho hand towel for sure. Anyways, should probably focus on this game a little bit. That's an annoying supply block for Scarlett because it forced this other Overlord to be made. She builds one Overlord and it just unsupply blocks her and that's it. She's already supply blocked again. As we see this Queen not able to come out. Finally, the other Overlord's going to pop. But, man, that is annoying. What is this bunker doing? I don't know, but Scarlett's going to find it. This is wild. Oh my god, the Marines are here already. The SCV does get killed, so the bunker is going to be canceled. That's so funny. That is, I cannot believe, that's like a huge mind game from GuMiho. I've never seen that before. He just tried to bunker rush the third base. He was really counting on Scarlett not spotting that. Imagine how annoying that would be if there were just 3 Marines in a bunker next to your base with link speed a third of the way done. That'd actually be insanely annoying. Like, if these guys are in a bunker right now, I think Scarlett has to cancel this base. It's already halfway dead just from the Marines hitting it. What an insane move from GuMiho that, honestly, almost worked. Follow-up here is pretty standard for GuMiho. It's just going to be Hellions and Banshees. We do have Cloak on the way as well. Scott's going to have to respect those Banshees. Queens alone will not be enough. Need the Spore Crawlers as well. And a very fast stim behind it for GuMiho. We could see this lead into some sort of 2-base shenanigan rainbow. No other barracks here. I feel like this is just stim now so that when like combat shields finishes later, maybe he'll have a push. But if you got to do them back to back, like the earlier you start them, the better. There's one thing that I remember Day 9 talking about a billion years ago, which is don't get an upgrade unless you have a plan for it, right? You don't get stim just to have stim. You get stim for your attack. Because you want to time your attacks with your upgrades, and you don't want to spend that money until you need to spend that money. So you want to do it as late as possible for whatever the attack you're doing is. So I think about that a lot. And like, I do think for this, in this scenario, the stim is this early so that the combat shields can be on the same tech lab. And that will time out pretty decently with the +1. Yeah, look at this from GuMiho. And now it's going to be 5 Marine production behind this. This is so sick. This is a build order right here, guys. This is like, whew, a beautiful build order. If you're a Terran player, do some of this shit, man. This is like, this is hot. Cloak Banshee going to come in now. There are Spore Crawlers around. They might just end up clearing some creep here. The Banshees don't really have to get like a ton done. Obviously, a few drones would be nice, but like clearing some creep is pretty decent here as well. Just keeping Scarlett busy, forcing drones to pull away, queens to pull away. And third base going down on location, but GuMiho is going to have a real push in a little bit here. And I think conserving these units for that push might even be better. I'd love to see the Banshees actually pull back and be able to be part of the push. Ooh, it looks like one might go down. Nope. Stays alive for the time being. Good focus fire from Scarlett. One Banshee will die. Hellions clearing some creep, and it looks like the Marines are going to follow this path to get up into the base. Scarlett has some roaches coming out, but this is a lot of stim Marines coming. There's a siege tank as well. These are no speed roaches, and Scarlett runs right into the meat grinder. All of those lings going down. 8 roaches on the way, but the Marines are already here. The tank is about to siege up outside the third. The queens need to come down. They need to be a part of this. GuMiho sieging that tank up a little late, and by that I mean not at all. In fact, just leaving. 19 drones have gone down. And now he's going to pull back, siege the tank up way on the low ground. I kind of don't like this, though. But maybe I do kind of like this. The double drop into the main, I think, is pretty huge here. Roaches turn around and head up in there. But the Hellions are down at the third, and these drones look so exposed right now, as do these ones, and Scarlett is about to lose so many workers. I really want to see those Hellions move into the third as all the Roaches and all the Queens come back up into the main base, and suddenly, they're the Hellions. The Marines are going to come join them. Hellions, go! Oh my god, these drones are just chilling here. And the Hellions are just not doing anything about it. A bit of a missed opportunity there. I think GuMiho is still very far ahead as he's up workers. Yes, Scarlett has the 4th base, but right now it's just larva production. 2 more tanks show up with another group of Marines, and Scarlett is forced to tap out as GuMiho just has too much there.